Welcome to the Hard Knocks podcast, where we dive deep into the door-knocking industry, the grind and the grit it takes to succeed. This is the show for the ones who've been told no more times than they can count, but keep showing up anyway. Today, I have the specialist guest on the show. Welcome my wife, Taylor Miller, the person who really runs this company. I'm just the smile and wave guy. What's up, mama?
Hey, baby.
How you doing?
Good. I'm excited.
Excited? I actually have to turn my phone on silent. Sorry, that's my fault. Let me just doop. There we go. Perfect. So we were talking this morning a little bit about the door knocking industry, the way it's kind of like Game of Thrones a little bit. People change teams. It's like the NFL out here, right? Talk to me about that. Like, so what's your opinion on the recruiting industry and how it is in door knocking?
There's a lot of companies out there. I wouldn't say a lot of competition, though. I think that we both know that, right? That I think you have a famous saying for that. What's your famous saying?
Oh, our industry is saturated, but there's not a lot of competition.
That's exactly it. Exactly it. And I think that we touched on something yesterday, too, about how a lot of roofing companies scale really quickly and then they don't give time or priority on their operations to equally scale with them.
Yep.
So they get to a certain point and then they are trying to like backtrack and trying to fix everything in the back office, which, you know, is really is like the opposite problem of what we have. And I think that we have something really special going on here. And I think that
we have A players.
We have A players
in all the seats.
In all the seats, yeah. And I think that in the DFW primarily, I think that that's where roofing companies are going to have to really differentiate.
Step your game up.
Yeah, is by offering better back office support. So I definitely do agree it is Game of Thrones, and so you have to add more value than just paying someone more.
Yep, 100%. There was, we got a comment not too long ago, like, Miller Storm has high turnover. Y'all can't keep your reps, you know? And I'm like, nobody can really keep their reps. Like, like reps want to go and they want to see if the grass is greener somewhere else, right? Someone offers them more money. Someone offers them a leadership position, promises them all the glamour and glitz, you know, the famous recruiting lines, right? Oh, they're doing that to you over there. You should come over here. We all do it. I think, you know, for the longest time, I thought that was dirty. I was like, man, I don't want to recruit someone's reps. I don't want to holler at nobody's chick. You know, I was just like, man, you know, I'll recruit my own people and, you know, and do all that until it started to happen to us at a massive rate. And like, not that people left, but I was like, this is how this industry is, right? And so then I had to put my gloves on and I was like, all right, cool. So if we're all going to recruit everybody else's people or try to get the best talent, then that's just what it is in DFW. I'm sorry. Like, I've just come to terms with that here recently. And so anybody could get it. No, but seriously, so now it boils down to the back end, the office, right? Like, what is your back end support? Like, why should I come over to another company, right? And I think that that's really what we built. I think you could talk more on it than I can because I just talk y'all up, but like, dive a little deeper into our processes and how we're just plug and play for a lot of guys in the roofing industry.
Yeah, well, that was our goal when we started Miller Storm. We wanted to be a white glove service to a blue collar industry.
Yeah.
We saw a lot of issues in the industry where people were expected to project manage, do their own collections, then go sell. And it's like you're asking someone to do 3 different jobs into one, and then you get upset when they go start their own because it's like, what are you really giving them for the other 50%?
Right.
You know, if they're having to call and check on where the depreciation is, they're having to go sit at their job and project manage all day, and then you're expecting them to go sell as well. For what? You're giving them a logo and a login to a CRM? Like, it needs to be more, you know, roofing companies in the DFW have to step their game up.
Absolutely.
And that's what it's going to come down to at the end of the day because at some point, there's no more money to give away.
Yep.
Like a company has to make money. So there's a line there where you're going to have to offer something other than money. So I think that's where really I think we're really a power couple in that sense, because you have the training, you have the motivation behind it, and to support you is the operations, to where guys can literally go out there. It doesn't matter what market they go to, they're going to get the same outcome.
Yeah.
They're going to have the back office support. They're going to have a supplement team. They're going to have the sales training. So we try to really make it, we're not perfect. We're not perfect. Not saying that.
We're perfect.
No, we're not perfect.
We're perfect.
We're always striving. We're always striving to be better.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's one of our core values is continually evolve.
Yep.
Do what you say. So, we're not perfect. And I think that's another message that probably needs to go out there is like, it doesn't matter where you go. It's like the famous saying, the grass is greener where you water it. So, people will try to attract you with a short-term compensation. Like, come over here, I'll pay you more. But then you go over there and you're like, well, no, duh, you're going to pay me more. You have no systems and processes. I have to wear all the hats. I have to do all the training. And you have offer me little support. Yeah. So, of course, you have more money because you don't, instead of giving people money, I would rather give them their time back.
Two pieces of value that you can do, right? The two assets, time and money.
Yeah. Because there's only so much money to where it's like, man, this isn't worth it. Like,
yeah,
a balanced life is also worth it.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
And your peace of mind.
Peace of mind.
Right.
And it's like, oh, actually, that's the project manager's job. Yeah. Let me put you in touch with the project management, know?
Yep.
Or, this is a supplement issue. Let me put you in touch with my supplement department or my AR department,
Yep.
So, I don't know. It's not about the money, and there's a couple companies out there that try to say it's not transactional, it's all relational. It's like, make sure that you stand behind that, because that's a big statement to make. And when people come over, you have to make sure you have that proof in the pudding.
It's funny because you bring up that point too about how we broke down really the back end office, right? We have a team that does the collections. We have a team that does the supplements. We have a team that does the production. Mm-hmm. We even have a follow-up support team, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, we've recruited some newer people to our team and they're like, wait, we don't have to do that either? And I'm like, no, we have a team that does that. Oh, we don't even have to build the inspection report? No, we do that. Like, and so they're getting value here, right? They're getting the time, but they're also getting the ease of a process. And another thing that I think we introduced, which big shout out to Lance Schilling, our sales coordinator for Fort Worth. Like, he came in and he even broke down the sales team, right? Because like
even further, yeah.
Because a lot of times, like when these guys come in here, you're trying to teach them how to knock doors. Well, really, you're trying to teach them personal development. Then you're trying to teach them how to knock doors. Then you're trying to teach them how to look at a roof. Then you're trying to teach them how to file a claim with the homeowner, the right claim, ask all the qualifying questions. Then you're asking them to go meet out with the insurance adjuster. Then you're asking them to know what to do if the insurance denies the roof, right? Like re-inspections and appraisals. Then, wait. That's not all. Once you get there, you're barely at 50%. Here comes why it's important for us to look at the insurance paperwork, how to read insurance paperwork in general. What's a retail bid? How to price the construction, how a roof is put together, the shingle. Like, there's so much to this that people get hit with a fire hose that now Lance was like, hey, no. And also the fact that it's 100% commission. So now that we've broken this down where we're like, all right, cool, we're going to recruit you. You're going to be kind of like an apprentice per se, right? Yeah. We're going to teach you, but you're going to get paid as you train. You're going to get paid for the inspections that you set, for the closes that we do when we open up a claim with the homeowner. Like, and they're going to get paid for these sections so they can actually make money while they're learning the roofing industry, right? And then we have our mid guys that have been doing this maybe 4 to 6 months that know how to truly file a claim with the homeowner. And then you have the closers, because I truly believe like it probably takes 6 to 9 months to really be able to go in and structure a deal, like with the multiple ways you could structure a deal with insurance restoration, right? Like it's retail. Is it highly depreciated? How do you move around the deductible? Like, how do you add value, upgrades, all these different things? It takes probably 6 to 9 months. And so now we have these closers that are going to help facilitate the younger guys that are in this and help bring the deal to the finish line, which is truly what a sales team should be doing, right? They're each passing off the baton to the next guy, and they're all sharing the win, which I think is genius as well. Big shout out to Lance. I mean, that was a light bulb moment for me, and some restructuring that we're doing with Miller Storm, because, I think
it seems to be working too.
Absolutely.
It's like keep people good, like keep people doing what they're really good at. And so it's like, when you try to distract them with like too many responsibilities, it overcomplicates it, right? Like in that book that we're listening to right now, The Science of Scaling, is that the book?
Yeah.
Yeah, and The Science of Scaling.
Hardy.
Yeah, The Science of Scaling, it even talks about make it so simple to where that people don't just get distracted in the white noise. It's like you are responsible for this one thing, and you just get really good at that one thing.
Yep.
And I think that's why we have really good A players right now, is because we have each department responsible for that one thing, and they ice it out, and they just, you know what I mean? Like,
and everyone's excited. Yeah. I mean, it's just crazy to see now, because I remember when I was trying to teach everything to one person, they would be looking at me. They're like, they look shocked. They look scared. I'm like, what's wrong? I'm like, I'm just teaching you step 2. They're like, uh-huh. And they would just like guess me to death and fumble the ball all the time. And it's a lot of fumbles of the ball. I mean, you really take like L after L after L in roofing, because you some of this stuff is trial by fire, right? Like I talk about this all the time. Is like, the Doctor Strange, there's a million ways this can go. It's like, there's a million different ways to overcome not interested. Like, it just depends. Is it an older lady? Is it a younger man? Is it, is it like a mom home with 3 kids? Like, there's so many different variations of a person, variations of the tonality, and variations of the rebuttal that they're giving you, that some of it is a little bit of trial by fire, and you got to take some on the chin when you're out there door knocking, but the fact that you're just focused on rebuttals, right? Like when you come in here, you're literally just focused on your pitch and the rebuttals to why somebody wouldn't want to let you on the roof. Just stay there. This is where we're going to stay, okay? And then when you get really good, because that does happen, right? Now, a lot of seasoned guys in this, right? It doesn't take me many doors to get an inspection. It doesn't take you very many doors. Yeah, it's repetition.
That's why, though.
It's the mother of perfection.
Yes, repetition. So if you keep one person or one department just doing one thing over and over and over and over again, they figure out different rebuttals, different tactics, different skills. Like, they pick up those things along the line because of repetition. That's why practice. Like, look at every pro NBA player, every singer, every actor, everyone that's a professional in that industry or in that league. It's because repetition, practice.
Yep. It's like jugglers. They start with 3.
Yeah.
And then they add in the 4th.
Yeah.
They don't just start with 6. They added 1 and added another.
Progressive overload.
Exactly.
Lifting weights.
Yep.
Juggling. Yeah. Totally.
Yep. And so I think that's a different way that we're looking at the industry from just our standpoint. There's levels to all of it. There's levels to the sales process, and then there's also processes and systems. Because sometimes also, guys, they don't know, the clarity on commissions, right? Like, you want to have a clean system and process for that when they get paid. Like, all of these different things, communication is key. It's not just with the homeowner. It's with your sales team as well. Because if your sales team doesn't know when they're getting paid, how they're getting paid, you mess up one piece of communication in this. We've seen this when we started Miller Storm, right? Hey, hold on, wait, I didn't know I was on for that percentage, or, and it's like one piece, and it can really piss off a rep, and then they're like, oh, that's not what was told to me, and then it turns into a bigger fire, So we have switched companies a lot of times, though. So I was talking about that this morning.
Not a lot of times. I would say 3. That's not a lot.
I mean, enough where we can talk about it.
True. Yeah. I don't. Not a lot. But definitely enough to understand what we wanted in a company.
Yeah.
And also, No, I agree with you. 3. I guess 3 is a lot to some people.
Yeah. I mean, a lot, a little. It's subjective. My point was I wanted you to talk a little bit about why we kept changing. Start from the first one.
Well, the first. I mean, I'm not gonna. I won't go that because then not trying to ruffle any feathers.
No,
well, it's
you're
just
good.
like an overall feedback though on all three was something that was missing in all of them was like just consistency, processes like systems. I mean, a good reputation. Like you have to be able to sell. You have to be able to sell behind a brand that you believe in.
I agree. I wanted to hear your feedback on that because I feel like, like in A Christmas Carol where he learns like one story from each person, like from each ghost,
okay.
right?
Okay.
It was like
I see where you're going with it. I see where you're going. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first one, I'm gonna take the good.
Is it A Christmas Carol? Is that the movie? Is that the movie where Ebenezer Scrooge is like learning a different lesson? Is that what movie is that?
Ghost of Christmas Past?
It's a Christmas. No, it's not A Christmas Carol. I don't know. Y'all don't know either, but y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all know what movie I'm talking about. But go ahead. You know where I'm going.
Yeah,
with
I know
that.
where you're going with it.
Cool.
I'm gonna say a good and bad thing because I think that there's no, or actually not bad thing. Like the good things and the things that the things that had room for improvement.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say bad because nothing's ever bad. It's always an opportunity for growth. So I'm not gonna say bad. But some of the pros that I really liked was at the first company was the culture.
Yeah.
The extreme accountability. The camaraderie.
Yeah.
The team outings. Like I absolutely love that. I love that, you were pushed super hard to train. No one, in corporate America, everyone's like so soft and they're like, oh, come on, you're going to get it. Like I, coming from like a sports background, being an athlete for 14 years, like I love being pushed and I love the raw, honest truth. And sometimes it should hurt a little bit. If some feedback stings a little bit, it should piss you off just enough to be like, all right, I'm going to do better next time. Yeah. So that's what I really liked about that company. And the only thing that fell short of that company was reputation and a clear path to progression.
Yeah. I agree.
But other than that, I love the culture. That's one thing that we took with us, no matter where we went. Is that we wanted to have culture where people felt encouraged and inspired and motivated.
Absolutely.
So,
motivation and culture is what I learned from that first company.
Yeah, and I think you're absolutely killing it. I think everyone knows you for your motivation and your culture.
Yeah.
So
6-pack or you're fired.
Stupid. He's not that extreme. He's not that extreme, but it's awesome.
Hey, I did 50 push-ups the other day being late to Lance's meeting by 1 minute. We were like, hey, it's 50 push-ups if you're late 1 minute. And remember I stepped in gum in the driveway? That's what cost me 50 push-ups. That's what cost me 50 push-ups. I was like, can I give my excuse? And I was like, I stepped in gum.
No excuses.
I was like, I did my 50 push-ups, but that's just funny. That's funny. All right. So company 2, what'd we learn?
Same thing. A road for progression.
The company 2, I'm going to just share because I'm not going to mention these companies, but me and you know what's going on, right?
Yeah.
Company 2, for me, it was transparency and honesty.
Ooh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, keep it a buck, dude. Keep it 100. Be honest, right? Be transparent. Like, don't try to hide and do all the things. Because as soon as a sales rep starts seeing you trying to hide something, trying to fudge numbers, trying to tweak, you make a mistake. All right, let a mistake go once. But when you start making that mistake go once, twice, 3 times, it starts to become a pattern. It starts to become who you are, right? It's like, if I have to keep correcting these commissions every time, I'm going to not trust these final checks that I'm receiving.
Real quick, though. Yeah. Hindsight being 20/20.
What's that?
I mean, because we caught it a couple times. Hindsight being 20/20, what would you do now, the first time we caught that?
What would I have done the first time?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I feel like what someone does once, someone does multiple times. And I think it's like I guess the second time.
The first one, I always give people the benefit of the doubt. You could have made a mistake. It's all good. Everybody makes mistakes. Second mistake, I'm like, Third mistake, all right. Shame on me, right?
Yeah.
So
I think that's the benefits of having.
But I learned the lesson because remember when we started Miller Storm, I was like, man, if we're just transparent and honest with people, like we'll have a better retention rate, better culture, all that shit. Like, here's the material order, dude. Like, like if we're getting paid off profit, here's all the invoices, dude. I have no punches to pull, bro. Like, this is it. This is it. This is what the profit was.
We win together and we lose together.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so first company, culture, motivation. Second company teaches us about honesty, right? Because these are big pieces to having a company. What was the third? And then
The third one?
Yeah.
Leadership.
You thought the third one was leadership?
Leadership.
I thought the third one was systems and processes.
Well, I think, yeah. Systems and processes is probably a better one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like, where does this check go? Who do I send this to?
True. Okay. I scratched that. Okay. Leadership's number 2, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, okay.
Yeah.
Start from the top, though. First one's culture. Second one is honesty and transparency.
Yep.
And third one's systems and processes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you look back, that's kind of really what we've prided ourselves on being in where we are today.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, that's why I wanted to bring that up, because I was like, you know, I think it's funny because, you know, sometimes we're like, are we too structured? You know? And then when people, like, some of the feedback that we've heard from some other people, they're like, when you don't have structure and you leave a structured system for no structure, you appreciate the structure. You know? Somebody said we're militant. You're like, y'all run it like the military. It's like, because, you know, a lot of people don't know how to manage their own time.
Yeah.
You know, another company has done that for them for a really long time, right? Be here at 9, leave at 5. You know, they tell them what to do every single day. Like,
And we don't tell anyone what to do here.
No. I'm not saying that we tell anybody what to do, but what I'm saying is like how to get the most out of their time based off of their schedule.
We give them the tools.
Exactly.
We give them the tools.
Right, because you can create your own schedule.
Yeah.
I say it's the gift and the curse. The gift, you can create your own schedule. The curse, you can create your own schedule. You know what I mean? So it can work in your benefit. And so we teach on how to use time to your benefit, right? And, you know, the last airbender, I tell people, be a time bender, right? It's all about how we use our time, which dictates whatever, like financial success, whatever success you're trying to do, you can squeeze time to manipulate it to get the most out of it to achieve your goals faster, right? Elon Musk got the same 24 hours we all got. You know what I mean? You know, he's time bending like a motherfucker.
No, it's so true. So true.
Cool. So we're gonna turn the corner a little bit because we're gonna touch on this. CTRCA, Central Texas Roofing Contractors Association, invited me out to come talk about door knocking.
Yes, I was so excited.
I know nothing about
excited.
it. I was like, why would you guys ever ask me to come there and talk about door knocking?
Lies. I was so excited that you got invited to go speak at that. I'm so excited for that.
Yeah, David Taggart. Shout out to David Taggart, man. That guy has been out there in those floods helping all of those people. He has teamed up with so many people out there to really help those families that were impacted by that flood. And the fact that he invited me out, it truly means a lot to me. That I've known David. We see each other out on the field. You know, we've crossed paths. We used to go work out at the same gym. Like, he's a great guy. And he stands on business and he stands on his core values. So thank you, David, for inviting me out. I'm super excited. It's August 19th.
It's a Tuesday.
Yep, on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
August 19th, guys. If you guys want to come check it out, learn about the door knocking industry, how to door knock. I've been doing this for 10 years, knocking doors. So if you're either door knocking now and you want to get better, or you have not implemented door knocking into your business, I'm going to share how to be successful with it. I have about an hour with you guys, and I think you guys will get a lot of value out of it. So I'm super excited to come out there to Austin and just teach you guys what I've learned over the last 10 years knocking doors, which is a lot. So I'm going to try to condense it down to a 60-minute little version for y'all. So
I think that's Tuesday, August 19th. I think 11 to 1.
Yep, 11 to 1. Yep, I'll get started at 11. I'll bring some slides. I'll get y'all engaged. We'll do some door knocking exercises.
Bring your pitch.
Yeah, bring your pitch. Bring your pitch. Come pitch me. But yeah, no, it's my favorite thing to talk about. I do it every Monday, so Yeah, I'm super stoked about that. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I think we're going to try to do a happy hour after. Maybe do
Yeah.
a sponsor and happy hour at Punchbowl Social or something. So people can kind of come meet, greet. And I think we're going to have some drink tickets to hand out. So.
Hell yeah. What time is that at?
I don't know. We got to get with them and make sure that you're the last person that talks on that Tuesday. And then we can we'll put a flyer out though. We'll post it on social media.
Cool. Super excited. Okay. I think we've ran this thing for about 25, 30 minutes. Yeah. These guys are looking at us. They're like, yo, I'm just kidding.
Well,
Go ahead.
So how can people follow you on social media?
Oh, yeah. I mean, of course, you guys can follow me on Instagram at RoofDrJ, or you can find me on Facebook at J Miller. It's a super uncommon name. I'm sure only one of them will pop up. No, but the easiest way to find me is on Instagram at RoofDrJ. How do they find you?
Ooh, Oh, goodness. Okay, sorry. It's Taylor D_roofing. So it looks like it's Tailored Roofing, but it's Tailored Roofing. That's how I pronounce it. But it's Tailored Roofing.
Yeah.
But it's on Instagram. If you follow Jay, you'll follow me.
Yep. And if you confused about that, she's all over my page as well. So, all right, Mama. Well, hey, I love having you on the podcast. I love shooting content with you. This has been super cool building this from absolutely nothing. I really am blessed every single day to be growing this business with you. Super excited to see where this thing is going in the next year. So y'all stay tuned to the next episode of the Hard Knocks Podcast. Thank you for tuning in. We will see y'all next time. Let's go.